parents and the grandparents and the bride for such a spectacular wedding.
So when I first started thinking about this speech, I realized it was hard to summarize a relationship over 20 years old when Heather and I first met in Sun Valley. We spent countless days at the ice skating rink, going to lunch at the deli with Ryan always in tow. We were instant best friends. And if you look around the room, you may know that I'm not the only person that has this best friend title. There are so many people here that are Heather's best friends, and that's because she surrounds herself with the very best of people. I know she's definitely picky about who she hangs out with, because as James Beastie said over here, when he first met Robbie, "It's too bad, Robbie, because we really like you." But Heather had a habit of getting rid of chumps after the 1 month mark. But Robbie, you made the cut, and you're one lucky guy to have found this girl. That's not to say that Heather doesn't have her work cut out for her, though. But I knew she was up to the challenge when just last week she told Robbie that he could go surfing, but only after he finished his wedding to-do list. But that's Heather. She truly allows Robbie to be himself and loves him for who he is, never trying to change a thing. She's an absolute sweetheart who would do anything for you. When I had my twins 3 months ago, she was the first person to the hospital every day, checking in to see how I was doing, and it was incredible, unbelievable. Not only that, but Heather is such a confident go-getter, and Dad stole my joke, when, how many of you know she was the #1 Cutco knife sales rep? Great minds think alike. In this way, she's a lot like Rob, because when they commit themselves to doing something, they go 110%. That's why it's no surprise when the two of them committed themselves to each other over a few beers at a bar in Sun Valley 2 years ago. There was no looking back, and they've been inseparable ever since.
Woo!
When Robbie first asked me to be best man, I was honored and so excited for them. And in thinking about what I wanted to say in their behalf, it kind of brought me back to some of the best memories and the fondest times of my life. I see this guy sitting right here, and extremely well dressed, and I just have to say, it's not always how he used to be. I remember Robbie when he parted his hair down the middle, and his hands getting out of his eyes. And when he explored the backyard in his undies, and also the time when he got third-degree burns on his butt when he went down a steep hill on his rollerblades and couldn't stop. Quick trip to the hospital. And I see him here today as this patient and this caring and this peaceful individual. And I also can remember, and Court and Lindsey, you guys can attest to this, a certain someone tried to open my birthday presents on my birthday, and he was mad at me because I wasn't opening them fast enough. And today, he's such a well-rounded person. He's extremely smart. He's a great athlete. We all know speed was his forte. He's the most thoughtful, sincere, genuine person that I know, and he's always been a great role model for me. He's my best friend, a great big brother, and I have to say it's not a surprise he attracts such a beautiful and wonderful and caring person as Heather.
Yeah! Yeah! Woo!
When you and Heather became an item, we knew that you were happier than ever before. I'll never forget when I first saw Robbie and Heather together at the Canary Hotel. I knew Robbie was off the market. I mean, they met in Sun Valley, lived blocks apart in Santa Barbara. Is it fate or what?